Sadly, all good parties must come to an end.
Lloyd!
You're upset.
Upset? I gave you $100 million. You're 15 million over. You agreed to not go over.
Because you said I couldn't direct unless we agreed.
It's like when a girl asks if you want to bang her hot sister. Of course you say no. Neither of you really believes you mean it, though.
What is he doing here?
Someone sound the alarm. I'm ready for trouble.
These girls out here are crazy. Oh my God, no! We know each other. Do you remember me?
Didn't you used to be really fat?
This movie's enormous. If it fails, you go down in flames quicker than Hindenburg.
Why did you stop taking the anger meds?
I didn't think they were working. I'm okay to continue.
If it doesn't work out, we can always move back to Queens.
I don't want to go back to Queens, bro. I like the weather out here too much.
Take me for a round. I last 30 seconds, you let me take you out on a date.
Last 60 seconds, I'll let you.
Time! How much time? 3 seconds.
What's up, Ari? What kind of studio are you running around here?
He doesn't like drama. Wants to cut him out.
If they try to cut out my brother, I'd kill somebody. Even if you sucked as bad as drama probably sucks.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't realize it until right now, but Top 5 is Chris Rock's version of Entourage, only on a much smaller budget and with far more intellectual observations about the movie business, or just the entertainment business as a whole. But then again, nobody's seeing Top 5. It only opened in the mid-range. It didn't open in a lot of theaters, but still, it didn't, sell all those theaters out. And then its second weekend, it dropped 50%. So there isn't an audience for what Chris Rock is trying to do. So the question is there an audience for Entourage? And what's the disconnect? I think it goes beyond race, and that I think Chris Rock looked at the reality where Entourage continues to play up the fantasy. And there's a lot of fantasy going on here. I'm not a big fan of the show. I enjoy it. When I caught an Entourage episode, I always had a good time, but I don't know, like all the drama that's been going on, drama of the character as well. But I'm not totally familiar with all the storylines. So I can't talk about which ones they seem to be picking up and which ones maybe they're ignoring. But I love me some Ari Gold. This is, of course, Jeremy Piven's signature role, and I enjoy those parts of the Entourage when I have watched it because, as you know, from beyond the trailer, I love the business side of movie making. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm also excited about the guest stars they're bringing on. Of course, Mark Wahlberg, who produces Entourage, is here, but I'm very excited about Billy Bob Thornton. That's Haley Joel Osment as his son, all grown up. That's the I See Dead People kid. And then also Ronda Rousey. She is an MFA fighter, I believe. She was in the Expendables 3. She was okay there, not horrible. Better than Gina Carano, I think, in terms of her acting skills, but not quite professional level. But I think she's being utilized really well here. And I thought she had some funny lines. She handles the physicality of her role quite well. Obviously, when she smashed the car, I was like, ooh, I like that. And then I think when she's in the ring at the end there, that looks really funny as well. So this looks like a good time, and we'll see if this can be as successful as HBO as the Sex and the City, at least the first one. And I think the second one was moderately successful. As successful, and I think is crossover in terms of the appeal as those films were. Who's going to want to see Entourage? And also, will this expand the audience for meta films about Hollywood? People love them who are cinephiles, and they get a lot of press because the media is often full of cinephiles, but people usually don't go and see these actual movies from the mainstream audience. Even Birdman is struggling at the box office. It's doing okay, but certainly not at the level of the film that's the top film for the year and is expected to win all of the Best Picture awards, right? Although sometimes the awards really are disjointed from what the audience wants to see. Audiences so far love Guardians of the Galaxy the most this year. And on a side note, don't forget to vote in Beyond the Trailers poll for the top 10 movies of the year. I will put a link in the video description. So what do you think? Entourage fans, are you on board? Non-Entourage fans, do you think you might get on board? And also for those of you who are really interested in seeing how Top 5 does, both at the box office and with Chris Rock's career, How do you feel about maybe the injustice, or do you understand it as to why these pictures will likely perform so differently, at least at the box office? All right, write your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning into my review, and you can check out some more episodes right now.